What if your opponent's Pokemon couldn't move, and yours never ran out of energy? That's the Kingdra and Milotic combo, and it locks your opponents down. Milotic EX's Aqua Charge lets it pull an extra energy from the energy zone every single turn, completely on its own, so while your opponent's still setting up, Milotic's already swinging with Water Pulse for 80 damage and then puts their active Pokemon to sleep on top of it. Once Kingdra EX is online, it takes the pressure to another level. Stormy Prison hits for 90 damage and it traps their active Pokemon in place for their entire next turn. No retreating, no escaping. Between the sleep from Milotic and the lockdown from Kingdra, your opponent can end up stuck taking hits with no way out. In this video, I'm walking you through the full build, the ideal turn order to change sleep into lockdown, and full gameplay so you can see it play out. If you want a deck that traps your opponent instead of racing them, stick around. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and enjoy the games. Let's do it. Going second. And we're going against Psychic. And we start Feebas. Not a bad start. Ooh, hello, Comfey. This is probably Gardevoir with Deontay. But we'll find out soon. Okay, there's a Carbink. That helps. They have a Plaza here. They can go straight into the Carbink and start ramping. So it is a Gardevoir deck. I need to get rid of this Comfey immediately. Alright, we'll Pokeball here. Hello, Horsey. We will Cape. And Copycat. Getting 2 cards here. And not exactly what we needed. But I think we still have time. And we'll risk it and stay up. Keep this Feebas in the active. They might be retreating here. They sure are. They go into the Carbink. They risk losing it here, and they will. Now, I do want to take this Comfey. Because that's essential. That's going to help us put them to sleep if we need to. Alright, I think we're off to a good start here. And they go back into Carbink, so they're gonna definitely ramp onto Gardevoir here. But do they have their Deontay ready to go? They have other routes. They don't have Deontay just yet. So we'll take our next point here. Professor Net says nothing. So we're hoping they don't have a Deontay ready to go by next turn. This way, this Gardevoir can't heal with a Diantha and attack for a second time. That made no sense. So what I mean is they won't be able to heal and retreat into a Deontay. But they ramp into themselves, so they can do just that. We'll Professor here. Rare candy and a cape. We'll put that down over here. And let's hope we can keep this Gardevoir asleep here. They no longer have a Comfey. And we do keep them asleep. See if they have a Pokemon Center Lady. And even a crazier attack would be Malasada here, but I doubt it. There's Diantha, so they do get to heal. Back to full health. But they can't attack, so we'll be able to put them to sleep again. There's our Kingdra. Ooh, that's even better actually. They can't retreat. Even if they can attack, they can't retreat. That's perfect. Okay, we'll do that. Let's see where this takes us. Do they have a second Diantha on hand? They wake up. They still can't retreat. They have a second Carbink. Second Milotic here will be great. They have another Diantha. They ramp, but no Deontay in sight. Yes, beautiful. Other Milotic is perfect here. We will retreat into that. Hopefully this Gardevoir stays asleep. And we can continue to put pressure on it. They wake up. So we'll see what happens here. They ice pop. They have all the healing in the world. Alright, Tails, Tails, Tails. Tails is great. Thank you. And the Cyrus. So they take 2 points here. But do they have a second one? They've already used both their Diantha, so they can no longer heal. So we're down 2 coin flips here. Unless they have a Sabrina, that would also undo everything here. It's Water Pulse. And now if... yes, they stay asleep. That's beautiful. We'll come in with Kingdra next turn and take it out. There's their Deontay. A little too late to the game, in my opinion. Alright, we'll come in with Kingdra here and his GG's. Have a great day, sir. Have a great day. Just lock them out. Here we go. Going first. Against water. And we get a horsey start. Not ideal, but we'll see what we'll do with this. Alright, Corefish. They're going to mill my energy here. And no more basics. Okay. We got a massive hand, so if they have Copycat in hand here, they're gonna take advantage of that. For sure. Okay, an Eevee. What's this gonna be? Alright, Horsey takes some damage here. We get at least one basic. Wonderful. We'll cape over here. And I think I'll Copycat to hopefully draw into some of our evolutions. A Seadra would be great here. Seadra, yes. Amazing. And there we have Milotic, as we asked for. And we'll go ahead and attach here. Hopefully they don't evolve here and mill my energy. What's that? Show me. A Feebas. They have a Milotic of their own. Fair enough. It would take 20 more. Professor, you might be able to help us out here. Double Milotic is great. We'll take it. Aqua charge ramp here. Yes, sir. And oh, I should have caped the front here. That was a mistake. Oh well, here we go. We'll Razor Fin here. And see where this takes us. Professor, okay. What does that net you? Show me, sir. A washout Vaporeon. Okay. They do take my Seadra here. However, this could be mine next turn. Depending on how this coin flip goes. That's a beautiful coin flip. That's how we like to see those. Right, they have their first point here. I no longer can have a Kingdra. Spoiler. Wonderful. So we'll take this here and we'll see how it goes from here. I think this will be GG's, I think. Okay, they go into Vaporeon. They're gonna tank a little bit. Hope to get that the Milotic going. Oh, Sabrina will be nice here. We'll hit this Vaporeon and see if they come in with Milotic. Luckily, we have a Pokemon Center Lady to combat the sleep. See you later. Have a great day, sir. Here we go. Going second. Against electric. We are weak to electric. Bueno. There's an Eevee, so this is a Jolteon deck. They could very well start really fast here. Ooh, they don't have it. Okay. Okay, there's Horsey. Welcome. And do I want a copycat here? Honestly, no, I don't. I think I'll stay with my hand and evolve into Milotic next turn if they can't evolve into Jolteon. Alright, they can. That's not good. Well, there goes Feebas. Goodbye. I think this might be GG's. Maybe. Maybe. We can tank a hit here. Maybe. We'll see. Let's copycat, see if we can get our Kingdra. And nothing. Alright, let's see. Hopefully we can top deck it next turn. And that would be exceptional. And they have nothing else to put down. Okay. Alright, this is it. And nothing. Alright. GG's. And we're going second. Against Metal. Okay. Let's do it then. A Bramblin. They're looking to heal. Looking to heal quite a lot. Other Bramblin. Let's get our basics here. Yes, we get our Feebas. We will Wallace immediately. Milotic going here. We'll keep it and take 30 damage onto, or put 30 damage onto this Bramblin. Next turn we can retreat this Horsey if it's still there. Okay, Munchlax. And they have a Plaza, so they get to retreat for free. They're going to the Munchlax and start drawing. They heal here. Not bad. Okay, they go into the Munchlax. I'm not sure why. Oh, I guess. Metal Energy doesn't really work with a Bramblin. They're just support. We'll take this Munchlax here, though. Alright. Yeah, that's all we have to do. All we can do. And next turn, they really can't do much. You have to hope they get their attacker at least rolling. Never mind, they concede. And we're going second against Water. With a Feebas start. And another Corphish. Let's go. Sightseer. Okay, yeah, they're trying to get their evolution here and mill my energy. training area. That also helps them quite a lot. Their evolution requires 3 energy. Okay, that, my friend, is not great. We're hoping for a Milotic top deck, or a professor that can get us that. Alright, they mill my energy here. That's fine, I guess. But they can't attack. There's Milotic. We'll take that. And they only mill 1 energy, so I'll be fine to attack by next turn. We'll end it here. They still won't be able to attack, but they could retreat. Ah, yes. Fair enough. They'll put it down and they'll sack this Corphish. But that puts them down to square one. Okay. We get our second Feebas, which is nice. We don't need 2 Pokemon Center Lady here. And we'll take our Corphish here. They have no energy to play with here now. They can evolve and mill my energy, but it doesn't matter. I'll just generate it next turn. Team Rocket Grunt is great here. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Wow, they take all the energy. Insane. Well played. Well played, my friend. Well played. Slows me down quite a lot. There's our horsey. Welcome, sir. It's nice to see ya. I will Pokemon Center Lady here. Yeah, I'll generate energy. They only take away 1, unless they have another one of those Team Rocket Grunts. Actually, no. We win. A lovely, lovely, lovely elemental switch wins us the game. Nicely done. Kingdra and Milotic are incredible at locking down your opponents. If you made it this far in the video, thank you for watching. Let me know down in the comments what you think of today's deck. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.